It is day 3 of the Wealth with Ease activation. Oh my gosh, how has the time gone by so fast? Like, even my words aren't coming out clearly. How has the time gone by so fast? I'm so excited to be here with you today to talk about, put it this way. I know the last 2 days was very intense, and from here on, it's going to be just blow your mind. Get ready to ask for what you want. Now, today's a huge deal for me because I'm on Facebook, Instagram. I'm on Facebook and YouTube here and Instagram here. So, hey, Instagram, hey, Facebook and YouTube. And just send me all the energy because this is a lot of places for me all at once. But I am so grateful to technology that we have all these platforms that we get to share this powerful message with you. So as you're coming on in, hello, hello, hello. Oh my gosh, just so you know, my heart is just so full today. I want to do some quick admin things because I have so much to share with you, and I want to make sure that we stay on time today. Number one, you had $222,000 to go away for 3 months vacation. Now listen, obviously, you clearly need to be in a place of wealth to A, have $222,000 to vacation, B, to take 3 months off. One of my first wealth goals was to be able to take 8 weeks off in the summer and not have to worry about money. Just 8 weeks. It's all paid in full. I'm having a great time. And truthfully, that was my first wealth benchmark. So I was so excited to allow you all to get $222,000 to just play. Where would you go for 3 months? I filled out my evidence tracker, and you all have this. So I put in my 222,000, just so you know I'm playing along. I'm doing it too. And I decided I'm going to go 1 month in Croatia, 1 month in Italy, 1 month in Spain. Luxury, all luxury, renting a villa in each place. I want to be by the coast. Like, that's what I'm doing. What are you doing? Come on, let me know. Everybody, how did you spend your $222,000? And then the other thing is to really tap into what it feels like to be in the space where you could do that. Like, it's fun to play along and write down how you spent the money, but I really want you to tap into giving yourself a moment to be like, wow, what would that feel like for me to be able to do that? Right? And yesterday, when you got $111,000 to give away, one of the things that I saw in the comments in our Facebook group was just the way you wrote about how it felt to be that generous. That is why we want wealth. We want our dreams come true, but we also want to be able to be generous and give to others. Like those of you that bought a house for your parents or a car, or just randomly someone like, I'm going to buy your deservingness book, Tasha, and I'm going to put large sums of money in the book. Jocelyn, shout out to you. And I'm just going to put the books everywhere. It's like, what a great idea to have so much money that you can leave a book with money in it to change somebody's life. So I want you all to be in that energy of abundance and to see what it feels like to be wealthy, to play this wealthy game, because it precedes wealth in the physical is preceded by wealth in the mind. That is how this works. So I love that you're all playing along and having fun. And then the other thing is I have a few admin things I want to go over. Number one, we had our VIP night on Monday. It was only one night of VIP. We recorded it. We had a lot of people there. We then sent the replay to everyone who registered for VIP. We have sent the replay to all of you, so you should have that. Yesterday we did our 16 money traumas. It is posted in the Facebook group. If you click under files, the PDFs that we've been giving out all week, they're posted there. The first 2 days, please forgive me and give me some grace. I have been so excited. I have never done this before where I've done activations during the lives. And so quite honestly, I forgot. But I did honor them, and I did record 2 days live, and I put it's in the Facebook group, and we also emailed them yesterday. So day 1 and day 2 activations, they're in the Facebook group. Instagram, you got to get in the Facebook group. DM me the word wealth if you want to get in. So that's how that works. The 2-day activations, day 1 and day 2 activation, they're already in the Facebook group. Make sure you go save them, download them, do whatever you need to do. It's really cool to have forever and to have that as a resource that you can do and enjoy at other times. All right. Okay. All right. So now jumping into what we've covered so far. On day one, we talk about realignment. Bring into your awareness that we all have the desire for wealth with ease, but we have to do some realigning with our reticular activating system that might be focused on the fact that either it's far fetched, it's not possible, wealth and ease don't go together. I've never seen anybody do that. Whatever it is that's limiting that we've been feeding our reticular activating system and therefore experiencing what we believe, we have to realign. We have to reprogram our subconscious mind. And that was day one, realignment. Yesterday, we talked about the 16 money traumas. And I truly hope that you see the role of post traumatic financial disorder and how it's getting in the way. Now, I know listening to 16 different money traumas and going, oh my gosh, I have nearly all of them, might have been daunting. But as Marcella said at the end, the light bulb went on for her when she was able to go, so that's what's going on. I know I'm capable of so much more, but that's what this makes so much sense. I am literally trying to keep myself safe because of past experiences that I've had that involved money and trauma, right? And so we went through all 16 of those yesterday. And the solution is you have to learn how to revise the memory. And this is a powerful technique that a lot of people are not talking about. You know, just like you can look into the future and foresee a desire that you have, you can also look into the past and change the memory that you believe is static. Like it just is and it stays. Every time you go back to the memory, you're just recreating it. So you can actually go back one of those times and change it. It's a really powerful process. And for those of you that are continuing on the 120-day journey with me, my very first gift to you is the masterclass, Healing Money Traumas, because I strongly believe that the only way I've been able to get to the financial results that I have today is I had to heal those money traumas. When they were not healed, I was constantly living from the limitations that they had on me financially. It was like, yeah, you filed chapter 11 bankruptcy, so you can't be trusted with lots of money. Yeah, you remember when you were in overdraft, so you better not pay yourself. Leave all the money in the bank. Oh yeah, remember when your ex-husband said you have no value, so don't charge what you're really deserving for the services, right? All of these decisions that I was making financially were because I had unhealed money traumas. And that is why I believe kudos to everyone out there doing amazing work showing women how to get to the next level of wealth. But I promise you, if you want it to be easy and you want it to last, step number one, you have to heal these traumas. You have to revise them. And that is why that is my number one gift to all of those of you that are continuing on the journey. I will not work with you until you've done that part, right? So we talk about kind of the heavy stuff. We've spent the first 2 days. What's getting in the way of you experiencing, if wealth with ease is your birthright, why don't you have it? Why don't we all have it? Well, clearly we're not doing something. There's something that we're not doing, and that's what we covered in the first 2 days. The next 3 days, however, we're going to talk about what do we need to be doing more of. And this is where today we're going on to step number 2 of the vision alignment method. So the first step is to revise. That's to heal the money trauma, revise the memory, right? Reprogram ourselves with a new identity. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is reveal. This is where so many women will talk a great game about wanting wealth with ease, but today you're going to realize asking, we're not asking powerfully. And even when we do ask, it's with it's kind of like with a lid on it. So today we're going to blow all of that out of the water. Get ready, strap yourselves in. Let's go. Now, this part is where you actually have to acknowledge what your heart desires. And we're going to talk about 2 things before we get into this. The first one is desire, and the second one is deservingness. Now, let's talk about desire. So many times I hear women who say, and let's just call it what it is. Every single person watching this has the desire for wealth with ease. You're not going to give up your time. You're not going to, watch this live if you don't have the desire for wealth. And you're here because not only do you have the desire, but you have the capability. But the thing about desire is that it has to scream out of you. Like, you can't just have like a quiet little desire, you pat it a little bit now like a little baby. Like, no, the people that you see having the lives that you desire, they are tuned in, tapped in. Their desire is like a million out of 10. Look at them. And am I telling the truth? Their desire is so burning. Like, you see the desire before you see them. They do things you and I wouldn't do because their desire is just so strong. And so let's talk about desire, because as women, one of the things that I see as I serve so many of you, and this is something I've had to work through myself, is that we're told that desire is a bad thing. To desire anything, to have desires, even if it's sexual, any connotation, it's bad. And forget it if you're like religious and you were raised very religious like I was. Like, desires are just, they're bad. They're bad. You're a bad girl for having desires, right? And so I want you to think about that. Well, if having wealth with ease requires intense desire, how is this working for you when you are given into things that you've been told, like, you're so over the top with the things that you want? Why can't you just get a plan and be realistic? When are you going to stop dreaming and like actually, do something practical? And then here's the worst part. That's all coming externally outside of you. But what about what we say to ourselves? Oh my gosh, that desire, Tasha, honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I have them, but it seems so massive to me. It seems so far-fetched that, you know what I do, Tasha? I just take what everyone else has said. I take what I'm saying to myself, and I just bury that desire right here. I just keep it safe. I protect it because I don't want to be hurt by people not believing in what I want. And I don't want to have to tell myself no all the time. Like, I don't want to have to say I don't believe in my dreams and my desires. So you know what, Tasha, what I've done is I've just buried it. I've just buried it very deep within myself. I've just put it somewhere where it's safe. And what I've started to do instead, Tasha, is I just started taking care of everybody else's and everybody else's desire. Forget it if we're a mom, forget it if we're a wife, forget it if we're a daughter. Like, it's everybody else's desire and not ours. Am I speaking the truth or am I speaking the truth? Like, this is our real moment here, right? Is it a yes for you? Like, do you see yourself doing that? Anybody, like, I'm looking over here, let me look on Instagram. Anybody else see themselves doing that? I know that's something that I am guilty of. I put everybody else's desires above mine. And what I used to do is I just used to bury mine and keep it safe. Now, here is what I want you to know. Living the experience of wealth with ease requires you to acknowledge your desires. It's a must. It's like, I don't know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. The people that are living the desires living the life that you desire, they are crystal clear on their desire. They are full of it. You know how they say you're full of yourself? It's so bad. Well, you need to be. You need to be full of it. You need to be full of yourself. You need to be full of these desires till it oozes out of you. Like, when you walk in the room, your desire needs to precede you, needs to go before you. And not in like a, oh, here is my desire, she has arrived, but just like, wow, that woman right there. Oh, she's up to stuff. Oh, we all do that. You see someone else in a room and you immediately read their energy, right? I want, when I walk in the room, for people to go, wow, now she knows what she wants. I want to be around her. I want to watch how she does that. We want our desires to precede us in life, to go before us, not be buried and kept safe. That is not the path to wealth with ease. So, everyone, I want you type in Instagram or on Facebook. I want you typing, I choose in this moment, I choose to honor my desires. I choose to honor my desire. I want you to just like send that, to the creation of a new neural pathway right now because you type it. When you use your hands and you type or you write, you literally trigger a new neural pathway. It's like you feed your reticular activating system a new thing to focus on. So give it that to focus on. I am choosing in this moment to honor my desire. Let me see. Let me make sure. There we go. I choose to honor my desire. And I like, you know what? Bye, Felicia, to everybody else who wants to say whatever they want to say about me and my desire. Because while you're over there living your life, you are not going to turn my light down. No, you're not. Sorry. I choose to honor my desire. And that's what I want here in this family. We are going to create the largest group of multi-millionaire women who we normalize that we have desires for wealth. We don't back down from it. We don't cower. We're not shy about it. Like, we own it. We own it. Yes, I have a desire for 8 figures. I do. Do you? And I'm going to do me with my desire. Okay, so that's number 1 is desire. Let's talk about deservingness. And I have this quote that I read, and I want to read it to you because I know that we serve women and women can relate. If I'm not busy, I'm not worthy. If I am not busy, I'm not worthy. If I'm not busy, I'm not enough. If I'm not busy, I'm lazy. This is a quote by Danette May, someone I follow. And she owns 2 8-figure businesses, 2 or 3 8-figure businesses. She said this was her greatest thing to overcome. This belief that in order to get to the levels of success that she desired for herself, she needed to be so busy or she wasn't worthy of the $1 million desires that she had, right? If she wasn't being busy, she wasn't enough. If she wasn't being busy, it means she wasn't honoring her big dreams and goals. And she said of all the things that she's had to overcome to get to scaling 2 businesses to 8 figures, this was the greatest one. And you know what's at the heart of that quote for all of us women? If I don't work hard, I don't deserve success. If I don't work hard, I don't deserve success. Now, there is a thing, and this is a for real. There is a theory that says, it's called the just world theory. And it says, in order for us to make sense of life, we literally have to believe this. I get what I deserve, and I deserve what I get. We have to believe that in order for us to be in equilibrium with how the world works. Do you agree that you think that? I get what I deserve and I deserve what I get. And usually you think of it in a bad way, like, yeah, I got what I deserved. I was being a bad girl. But the truth is, so that you stay in equilibrium, you're always thinking this. You're always thinking, I'm getting what I deserve and I deserve what I get. The problem with that belief is that you are walking around believing that in order to have massive wealth, you need to work hard. And you're not going to deserve the wealth if you're not working hard. And therefore, if that's what you believe, then that's what you create. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everyone watching? So I want to just create the foundation that your future self brought you to this conversation because your future wealthy self currently living in the 5th dimension right now that is infiltrating your thoughts and like, girl, get here to this 5-day activation about wealth with ease. Like, pull yourself there. Here's the ad, click it, register, get there, watch the live. She did that because she knows your desire for wealth requires you to own and not shy away from the desires that you have. And it requires you to embody deservingness. Those are the 2 things. You have to own, you have to be full of your desire. You have to be full of it to the brim and overflowing with your desires. And number 2, you have to embody deservingness. Now, right away, you're going to go, Tasha, oh no, I know I deserve wealth. I already know it. I know that. And I always use this example, which I want to share with you. That's like you go into the store and you say, I'm going to buy a jar of deservingness, right? And the jar is labeled deserve. There you go. There you go. Jar is labeled deserve. And so you go, yay, that's me. I'm full of deservingness, right? You walk home with your jar of deservingness. And then you look at what's inside, and there's nothing in it. And I want to show you this example because I had to learn this the hard way. I was serving all these women that everyone was getting all of the same information. Some were running with it and creating massive amounts of wealth very easily, very quickly. Other women were taking their time. They were having to work over like all these things. And I was like, what is the difference? Why do some women get it so easily and others not? And at the same time, I was in a 3-year traumatic relationship. When I tell you, open the dictionary for toxic, and it was this. It was so bad, ladies. I had to run for my life, like flee the country, book a ticket overnight, like stuff you watch in the movies, right? So I get myself away from this situation, run for my life. I get there, and I get the most threatening message from this man, threatening my life, threatening to destroy my home. It was an absolute nightmare. And while I'm getting these messages, I realize through the text that he has tapped my phone and has had it tapped for the last 3 years. Now, on top of being scared for my life, like that to me, that violation was just I am telling you, I sat there like this, like I really was in a fishbowl, and the bad guy was my guy I was engaged to. And so I remember just walking out under the trees and going, God, how is this my life? I'm smart. I'm a good woman. I believe in you. I do good things. How is this happening to me? And clear as day, the answer was, Tasha, because this is what you believe you deserve. And I was like, God, you got that wrong. I do not believe I deserve this. I do not believe I deserve this. And it was just, I could just see God like, oh, baby, I know you think you deserve an amazing relationship, but look at the one that you have. What is inside the jar? What is inside the relationship that you have? Is it full of deservingness, Tasha? Is it full of what you say you deserve, or is it empty? And that's what I love about life and this work. It's really simple. Life is always going to show you what you truly believe you deserve. It's just that simple. So, as we come to this conversation where we want to experience wealth with ease, this is why your jar has to be full of deserving it. You have to truly embody that you deserve wealth with ease. It's not something that you can say, it's something you have to embody and believe. And so, I just want to ask you to think about this. Where do you stop yourself? I want you to just be true and real with yourselves right now. Where do you see that you stop yourself from experiencing wealth? Where do you go, you know what? I feel guilty if I spend money on myself. I can't, oh my gosh, that's too much. I can't fly first class. I can't stay in that luxury place. No, let me get the cheapest thing so I can go there. That's more responsible. Oh, you know what? I really shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do it for myself. No, I'll do it for my husband. I'll do it for my kid. I'll definitely do it for my mom or my dad or my friend. But me, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. Or, you have all these opportunities for wealth and you go, no, 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 no. Like it's not safe, right? And so I just want you to just think about that for a second. If you won't give yourself the experiences and the opportunities to have wealth, why should the universe? Why should the universe give it to you? If you don't believe the greatest experience of wealth is self love, right? It's self trust, it's self deservingness. If you can talk a good deservingness game, but if you honestly are not showing you that you deserve these things, then why should you have anything that's a match to that show up in your life? You won't. You won't. Everything that we experience is energy and alignment. If you are not energetically demonstrating that you are aligned to wealth and aligned to deserving wealth, then everything that is a match for that cannot come into your experience. And so that's what I want you to understand and to just reflect on for a moment. And I want to invite this amazing woman today. Tonya, will you join me?
Yes. Hi.
Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello. Oh my gosh. First of all, those of you that have booked calls, this is one of the amazing women that you're going to get to talk to. Tonya has been in my world. To be very honest with you, I am humbled to have her in our community. She is such a wealth of knowledge about living this way. I mean, she's one of the women I'm like, wow, you want to join my program? Like, you have so much knowledge about it. And I chose to ask Tonya to come on today to talk about deservingness because she has done all the work. I mean, she's a Neville expert. You know, those of you that are Neville Goddard fans, she's a Neville Goddard expert. Like, all the things about all of this body of work she's an expert at, and she chose to come and be in this community. And I love her story around, you know, even with doing all of that work, Tasha, I saw that I had an opportunity to step into owning that I deserved my desires. And once I have all the knowledge, but once I got into like stepping into that deservingness state, what has that been like? So Tonya, can you share really quickly with everyone?
I can. And before I tell my story, while I was listening to you talk, I have to say this. Desire and deservingness is the life force that flows through us. It's what keeps us alive. And so if you do not have desires and you do not have good self-worth and believe you deserve, you begin a process of slowly leaving the physical form and transitioning to the non-physical. So ask any older woman, what is your dream? And they go, oh, I'm done. I've done all I'm going to do. I don't have any more dreams. I'm going to give it to my kids. And then they die. If you want a long life, you have to keep desiring things.
If you want a long life, you have to keep desiring.
You do. You have to have desires to live. It's our life force. It's what keeps us going. Wow. Now, I grew up in a very poor family to a single mother with 4 kids, the oldest. Hard work was the name of the game. And so I did that. I went to school. I have 6 degrees. I opened my own medical clinic. I worked all the time, hard, never had a life because I was always consumed by making a good living and working hard. And somewhere along the line, I met this man in Phoenix, Arizona, who was the head sales guy for Bob Proctor. And he introduced me to Bob, and I started studying, and I eventually went to work facilitating Bob's programs. Along the way of doing all that, I also met Mike Dooley. I'm certified in everything he has because that's what I do. I get certified, right? I'm educated. And I learned so much, and I know the theory behind it all, but nothing was changing, nothing. And the universe listens, it always does. And it put Tasha in my focus line. And I listened to her and I resonated with her voice and her message. I joined her program. It was in that program that I began to heal. And I began to know my own story, that I didn't have good self-worth. I'm going to cry. That I wasn't deserving, that I didn't love myself, even though I had done everything that I knew to do, everything. So with affirmations and healing and support and more in-depth thinking about myself, I began to change. And I have changed. And I still love Bob and I still love Mike. And they are in my world. But I love Tasha and I love the group that I continue to be a part of because it supports my dreams. It does. I now work a job. I actually still have a job. I go to work every week. I work about 2 days to 2 hours a day, depending on what's going on at work. I make 6 figures.
2 days, 2 hours a day, 6 figures.
Yes.
Okay.
I also have some side hustles that I do, and that brings in my spending money.
Your play money.
Yes, my play money. And life is good. I've paid my mortgage off. I've paid off my cars. I literally have no debt except for my day-to-day normal expenses, utilities, groceries, things that pop up that you have to pay for. That's my life. I have a 15-year-old, almost 16-year-old son who I love. I try hard loving him. He's spoiled rotten. But that's how we live. I travel. I haven't flown anything but first class. I don't remember the last time I flew coach. That's my life, and it's happy, and it's perfect. We still have problems. We still have issues that come up, that's human. But because I am prepared with the tools that I need to stay on track, to stay in alignment, I can transition easily into back on track and say, okay, I can do this. Everything is always working out for me in miraculous ways. That's my mantra. And so that's my story. I'm at a position now in life where I can really help others. And that's why I'm here today, because I want to help. I want to help you not be my age when you realize this. Do it now. Um, because there's so much good and so much to enjoy and so much love to share. I don't know. That's who I am.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Tonya, the thing about one of the things that I've learned on my journey is to sit at the feet of women who have experienced more life than me. And I love what you said, like, being in you had all the knowledge. So many women I find, I mean, information is so readily available out there now. I joke all the time, oh, you went to YouTube University. It's like you can learn how to change your life overnight on YouTube. And that's great. There's a lot of information out there. And there's a lot of people who know a lot of things. But my question always is, great that you know so much, but where are the results? It doesn't matter what you know until you have the results. And to hear you say, I knew all that stuff, and I coming into the program and just really getting this support, like for me to watch you just just change into the woman that you are today has been such a joy. And the thing is, there's some women who would go, me working 2 days a week, 2 hours, like I don't, truthfully, as much as I think I would want that, I feel like I might be guilty. I might feel guilty of it, like you would be amazed how many women could have it really good, but that guilt of not deserving is what
Mm-hmm.
stops them from having it. And so to the women that are listening right now who are full of a lot of knowledge, not the results that they want, they're not experiencing wealth with ease in the way that they want it. Like, what is that thing that you would say that deservingness just took you into the place of where you are right now?
You have to realize that you are a child of God. You are the greatest creation that God ever made. You are him, just like you are your parents. You are also God, your God self. And I think once I realized that and I truly understood that and I surrendered all of the middle part of figuring out life. I had my desire and my dream. I could see what I wanted it to be. And then I told my father, it's in your hands. I can't do it by myself anymore. I let you have the movements. I gave it to God. And that totally shifted things in my life.
Mm.
Was just it because I am deserving. I'm a child of God. I'm God's daughter. I am a princess. I mean, what more is there? God doesn't make bad things, and He made me. So I am
Oh,
deserving. And it doesn't matter what the world outside says. It only matters what's inside of me.
amen. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. I
Thank
love
you.
y'all. Do it now.
Do it now. That's right. I love that. And again, I'm just going to show you this jar because as amazing as we were ideally made and we came in full of deservingness, but as life has happened, we've just emptied our jar down to empty. And we walk around saying we're deserving, but then our life reflect an empty jar of deservingness. And this is the work to be done to get back into embodying that you deserve it, right? Wealth with ease requires asking boldly, coming from being full of desire and knowing that you deserve it. I just I want to share with you, you've heard from Tonya, you've heard from all these other women this week. And one of the things that I want to do today, we've been here together for 3 days now. I would love to share with you what it will look like to be with me in this journey. You've heard me say, you've heard from these women, their lives have changed. We've manifested well over $55 million. I ripped up my 100 million because my intention and desire right now is for 100 times that in this community, like mega millions here. I'm a powerful manifester. So all you need is me to say it's going to happen for you and consider it done. But would it be okay with you if at the end of today I share what that 120-day program is going to look like? Like, would that be okay with you? If I share that, I've been inviting you to book a call, but you really don't know what I'm really inviting you into. So can you just let me know, type yes or no. If you don't want to know, that's fine too. But if you're good with that, can you type yes? And there's so many of you who are here who have been in this community for a long time. Things have changed. The program has up leveled. We have a new option, even for people who have done it before that want to come back at this high level. You want to do the vision alignment method. Like, there's lots of options. Some of you are like, why can't you just tell us on the call? Because there's so much to share. We have to get on an enrollment call and tell you what the options are for you. All right. So I see a lot of people saying yes, thank you. I really love honoring your time and giving you the opportunity to hear what is included. But before I get to that, here's what I want to tell you. This happened to me this morning. I went to Starbucks, and I don't know if this is happening at Starbucks across the country or the world. I was just in Europe and they never had this. But throughout the US, as I've traveled the last couple months, I've seen this everywhere. So I drive up to the drive-through, I place my order. I'm telling you what, these people that work at Starbucks, there are days when they totally turn my day around because they just have such great energy. I mean, they're just so, you work at Starbucks, you got to be kind of like just out there happy. And so some days I'll drive up before coffee and they will literally, just by the sound of their voice, just be so happy go lucky. My whole day turns around. And so I immediately go into, I want to reward them. Right? I want to reward them financially. And that happened this morning. The girl was so sweet taking my order, all of it. I'm driving up to the drive-thru, and because I'm in this wealth energy with you all, I'm like, oh, I'm going to tip her so good today. I can't wait to see the smile on her face when she sees my tip. I am just ready with the card, right? And so what happens is you get to the drive-thru now, and they process your card, and then they give you their little thing, their processor, and they go, it's going to ask you a question. Or some of them will just flat out say, it's going to ask if you want to leave a tip, and you press the number that you want. Have you all been experiencing this? Those are my Starbucks fans. So that's what I've noticed every single time I go to Starbucks now. So I am ready. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am like so gonna give her the tip of her life today, right? I get up to the front. She takes my card, she processes it, and she gives it back to me. She does not ask if I want to give her a tip. She doesn't ask. And I'm sitting in the car going, I'm watching her process the card. I'm like, surely there's a point where she's going to give me the card. Nope. She processes it. She takes it out. Now I don't have the opportunity to give her the tip, right? I don't even have the chance anymore. But what is the lesson? She didn't ask. She did not ask. I was prepared. I was going to give her the tip of a lifetime, but she didn't ask. And here's what I realized. I was like, God, are you seriously giving me this message on the day I'm going to talk about desire, deservingness, and asking? Like on the same day? And God's like, yes, that is the message. We are not asking. We're not asking. We're doing all the other work. We're doing all the spiritual work. And heck, we're doing all the hard work. But we're not asking for wealth. And we're certainly not thinking we can ask for wealth with ease. And as my numerologist says, if you don't ASK, you don't GET. If you don't ASK, you don't GET. And that beautiful woman did not get a tip. Now you're probably sitting there judging me and going, Tasha, you could have reached in your wallet and pulled out $10 and give it to her. I could. But you know what? I think that God is saying to her and to all of us, I'm waiting to give you. I have it to give you. But until you ask and it will be given. And if I just give it to her today without her asking, that's a lesson she's going to have to learn the hard way. It just is. And that's the way it works for all of us, not just her, me too. What am I not receiving because I don't have the deservingness and the willingness to honor my desires and ask for it? That's a question for you all. So here's what I want you to know. Today is your turn. The women that I admire, some of you are here because you admire me, but I don't even want to talk about me. I want to talk about the women I admire, right? Those that are making multi six figures a month, those that are making seven figures a month, those that have multiple eight-figure businesses. That's who I am talking about right now. And here's what I can tell you. They embody deservingness. They know that they deserve it. So today is your turn to claim your own desires and your own deservingness. Everything that I say, you know how I love to plant the seed in your mind. And if you're like, you know what, Tasha, today's the day, I'm a yes for it. Go ahead. Do you stand? Are you ready to stand and claim your desire and your deservingness for a life of pleasure? Are you a yes for a life of pleasure, a life of travel, a life with rest, more spaciousness in your calendar, not for more work, but for more rest? Do you deserve that? Are you a yes? Is there anybody here that's like, I'm a yes for that? Do you deserve to look at your bank account while you are traveling and resting and having fun and see your bank account actually growing, not depleting because you're not working? But do you deserve, is it possible that you can acknowledge, you know what, Tasha, I'm willing to tell you, like Denise said yesterday, I don't want to work any harder and I want my money to grow. Is there anybody here that's a yes for standing publicly and saying, I am willing to honor that I have that that desire and that deservingness? Are you ready to say you deserve to make more money than you've ever have in your life and you want to work less for it? Like, are you willing to stand publicly and say, I want to make the most money I've ever made and I deserve, not that I wish for, I deserve to work less than I've worked my whole life to make more money? Are you ready to say, I deserve freedom and spaciousness in my life? It's time. I deserve freedom and spaciousness. I deserve to have every choice that I want honored with spontaneity. Thank you to the ladies that gave me that. Like, I want what I want, when I want it, anytime I want it. I just like, I want that life. I want that life where I just decided last night I want to go to Europe tomorrow. And I did. I booked it. I can. I'm there. I'm gone. Do you want to honor that you have the desire and the deservingness for that? Do you want to stand for, I deserve to do what I love and make a lot of money? And while I'm doing what I love, I really just only want to do what I love. I don't want to do the other stuff. I don't want to do the other stuff. Like, yeah, it might be required in business, but I'm going to just ask. I'm going to give you that cash thing, God. I'm going to give you this desire and I'm just going to ask for it. I'm going to tell you, I really want it. I really have the desire for it. And like Tonya just said, like, if you are dried up with desire and deservingness, then life is over. It really is. And that is sad. You have breath and you are turning these things down. Not today. Today we are acknowledging them all, right? I deserve to have a business that's easy and fun. Do you deserve to have a business that's easy and fun? Do you deserve to have the lifestyle? Do you deserve to have the kind of money that funds the lifestyle that you want? Do you deserve to retire your husband if you so choose? Do you desire to send your kids to the best college and pay for it, like not worry about where it's going to come from? Do you deserve that? Do you deserve to have the best team that can take all of the heavy lifting out of running your business so you can just focus on what you love? Do you deserve that? Do you deserve to make any financial choice that you want at any time? Do you deserve that? Yes. Do you desire it? Yes. Do you deserve to have joy and spaciousness, spa days, weekends away, indulgent self treats like, I don't care. Yes, I want to go spend $2,000 at the spa because you know what? It's a really nice spa. And I really I really would love to be able to do that. I deserve it. I deserve it. I have that much money and I have the time, and that's how I want to spend the day. That's what I want to do. Do you deserve a life that you love? Do you deserve a life that you love so much that everyone around you in your life watching you is inspired by your life? They're like, wow. And it's not you want that because you want to show off. I can tell you, I have an amazing life. And just like other people's life inspired me to stand for my desire, like I watched what they had and I was like, wow, I'm going to be truthful. I want that for myself. I love the fact that there are aspects of my life today that inspire so many other people. I'm not showing off on any of you by any means. I'm way too humble for that. I'm just out here living my best life that I stood up and said I deserve and desire it. And I love that it inspires you to acknowledge your own dreams and say, I want that too. I want a week in Paris. I want to stay at the hotel that Emily in Paris is filmed and I want to take beautiful photos. Like I want that life, right? I want to just go because I want to and I can. So that's it. Like, this is the day that we stand for what we desire and what we deserve. And so I want to ask you, with all of that, yes, all of the yeses that you've been typing, I just want to ask you right now, wherever you are watching, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, I just want to ask you to close your eyes, take all of that energy, all the yeses, close your eyes, hands on your heart, and just ask, higher self, future wealthy self, show me, no limitations, just show me, reveal to me, what is it that I really desire now in this moment? What is my strongest, most burning desire for myself, for my family? What is it? Am I calling in a team? Is that the thing that would just give me wealth with ease right now? Is it the most ideal high level clients? Is it opportunities for wealth that I've never ever thought were possible for me? What is it that I really desire? I want it to be so easy. What would make it so easy? Just show me that, you know what? My real desire is I just want a lot of money and I want to work very little for it. Just show me what I'm really thinking and feeling. Is it that I just want to have more fun in life? I want more time. I want to feel more relaxed and more at peace. I want to know that there's so much money in my life that I just enjoy my family and time with my family. We get to go away, we get to do fun things, we get to make memories. We don't live life working for money. Money is working for us and we're living life. Is that what I really want? Just allow your deepest desire to be revealed to you. And now I want you to just open your eyes and blow me up in the shares. What came up for you? Just tell me whatever it was, no limitations. Do not restrict yourself. Do not think if it's possible. Your mother's not here to say, why are you dreaming so much? Your pastor's not here to say it's wrong to want money. There's nobody here but me and you. Claim it. What is it that came up for you? What are you willing to say yes to? Money's working for me all the time. I love that. Money's working for me always. Come on, let's go. Type in the chat. Let me hear what it is. I'm looking over here. I want to see what's going on Instagram. Let's hear what it is that you have to say. And now, while we're in that energy, today I'm going to remember to do the activation. So here's what I want you to take all of that energy, all of that standing in, just acknowledging what it is that you desire, and just close your eyes again really quickly. And we're going to do this powerful activation while we're in this energy right now. With your eyes closed, I want you to just quickly recall a memory of when you were a child, a moment in your childhood where something occurred that planted this seed of lack of deservingness or unworthiness. A memory that in the moment you were left feeling unloved, or you were left feeling wrong or sad or guilty or bad. I just want you to see your little child, yourself as that little child. I want you to see that moment really quickly. Just call it to your memory. And I want you to know that you are now this empowered you that just acknowledge everything that you desire, looking at that little girl. And I just want you to smile at her, bring her in your arms, and just tell her, sweetheart, the truth is you deserve the best. You are loved. You are so right for wanting the things that you want. You're such a sweet, good girl. Everything that you desire is good and right and perfect. And I want you to just see that empowered woman from this moment, looking at your adult self. And I want you to just hear that empowered future wealthy woman saying to your current adult woman, girlfriend, you better turn up the light of that desire. You better turn it all the way up, crank it up so it's beaming louder, brighter. Turn it up, max it out, max up that desire. And now I just want you to look and I want you to imagine your future self just looking at that little girl, remembering that she deserves the best. And I want you to see your future self, seeing your current adult self holding that little girl's hand. And the little girl is full of knowing she deserves the best. And your current adult self has the beam of desire shining bright out of her and the fullness of knowing she deserves the best in life. And I want you to just see them holding hands and your future self smiling so bright, looking at this beautiful scene and knowing the work is done. The work is done. And so it is. I want you to tell me how it feels. Two things. How does it feel to give yourself a couple of minutes to just acknowledge what you desire, to give yourself permission to ask boldly? What does it feel like? What does it feel like to see that scene where your little child knows she deserves the best and whatever was said is not true, she deserves the best? And to see your current adult self holding hands, knowing I'm turning up my desire, I'm standing for it. What does that feel like? It feels safe, tears of joy. It feels right. It feels wonderful. Relief. Oh my goodness, I've never felt so safe. Oh my gosh, how about you guys on Instagram? What are you feeling? Let me know. I'm ready, Michelle says. I am ready. Jackie says, I feel so light. Denise, I feel so light. It's having peace, completeness. Yes. This is where we should be. This is the truth. This is what's missing. I know that you want more business stuff. I know you want, I know you probably came here because you want me to tell you all this business strategy. And trust me, I've built a business that's created multiple seven figures. I could talk strategy till the cows come home. I could tell you everything. But one of the things that I give to you in my program, I give you my entire team. Here you go. Let them do it for you. I don't want to teach you how to do more things. Aren't you exhausted from doing? And that is not the answer. 2% of female business owners are millionaires. The other 98% are working hard. Clearly, doing more strategy is not the answer. Learning how to align to a powerful vision, healing the things that get in the way, understanding what you want and giving yourself permission to ask for it and being held in a container where you know you deserve it and you give it to yourself. That is what you need if you want wealth with ease. If you want wealth with work hard, let's have a separate conversation. I'll tell you how to do that. I'll tell you all the things I did in the last 10 years that were hard work and have at it. Just DM me. I'll happily tell you the strategy and the hard work part. But I believe you responded to the ad that said wealth with ease because that's what your heart really desires and you know it's possible and you can have it. And so now I want to share with you. I'm just going to ask you for a few more minutes. I want to share with you what it looks like to be mentored by me for 120 days, to be guided, supported, for me to teach you this easy way, right? I want to just give me a chance to share with you what 4 months. Remember I told you, give me 4 months. I'm going to show you how to do this with fun, with ease, with fulfillment. And what do we all want? We want it to happen fast. Well, it took me 10 years. I'm going to show you how to do it in 4 months. You ready? Here's what's included. First of all, I have a strong position on this. If we're going to do this work, it can't be do it yourself. And I bless all the people out there that are building mega $1 million businesses and you sign up and you get videos and a workbook. I don't roll like that because I believe that this level of work requires me to hold your hand and be with you. So just want you to rest assured, first of all, what I'm inviting you to is do it with you. Me, Diane, and our mentors, we're going to be with you for 120 days. So just breathe a sigh of relief. This is like hands-on for real. It's fun, it's easy, it's fast, and it's fulfilling. This is the program that I have used to show women how to create $55 million or more. You heard them. Their lives have, not only have they gotten the money, the woman that came into the program is not the woman that came out on the other end. Their lives are changed forever. Their spirituality, their relationship with God, their belief in the power that's within them, through the roof because of this program. Their marriages have changed. They've manifested love. Like they come in for wealth and money, and then they walk out the other side totally changed with the money, with their marriages changed, manifesting love, manifesting health. And the most beautiful thing, finding a group of like-minded women from all over the world whose hearts are so big, so authentic, so sincere, that the only thing that exists in this container is love. That's what, first of all, I need you to know you're being invited to. Now, one of the things that I am really passionate about is that I want to give you everything you need so the program will be successful for you. So even before you start the program, I'm going to give you some bonuses. But first, I want to show you. So if we can just pull up, the name of the program is moneyandprofitmastery.com. That is the website that you can go to. It's right there on the screen, moneyandprofitmastery.com. When you go to that website at the end of this call, this is what the website looks like. There's my beautiful face. And there's the button that says book a call. That's the most important thing on this page. All of you that are fact finders and you need all the details of the program, what we're going to do every single day for 120 months, the page is full of it. Read to your heart's content. But what I want to talk about right now are the things that I'm going to give you as bonuses to this program, because that to me is the catalyst for why, you go, I've done so many programs and it's never worked. Well, maybe you never got set up for success from the beginning. And so I want to share with you what you are going to get. When you come into the program, number one, I'm going to give you the Healing Money Trauma Intensive Masterclass. That's number one. Why? Because you have to heal. You have to revise the past. You have to have a strong foundation for success in this program. We can't be trying to put the future self in and always sticking in the past one. Like we can't be feeding our reticular activating system with the past over and over and over and over again and thinking that we're going to get wealth with ease. That is not how it works. And the thing that's getting in the way, why you keep picking the past to look at, is because you have unhealed traumas. You have memories that you need to revise. You need a brand new slate. So that's number one thing that we're going to do. Number two, I'm going to give you the Deservingness Masterclass. This is a whole body of work. I've written a book. I've done this masterclass. It has an incredible workbook that goes along with it, because this is work to be done. And yes, you're going to pay for the program, but when you are done doing this, and even before we start, you're going to be so full of deservingness. Like your jar is going to be so full. The only thing that can come into your life are things that are a match for what you believe you deserve. And it comes easier. So that is why you get that masterclass. I'm also going to give you this activation that I did. I like to say, you want to focus on attracting wealth every single day for 120 days. Listen to this activation. You can use it to manifest $100,000. You can use it to manifest $1 million. Any amount that works for you, that you're at the level of belief. This activation is something, it's about 5 to 7 minutes. Put it in every single day for 120 days. I promise you, watch money just walk into your life. That bonus alone is worth the whole thing. The other thing I'm going to give you is my team. I truly believe that the woman that's ready for wealth with ease needs a team. One of the hardest things for me in building this business, where it was hard, is I spent a lot of years trying to find the right person to write my copy, the right person to do the Facebook ads, the right person to do the automated messenger system. Like, have you guys seen that? Have you seen my ads? Have you seen the design? Have you seen, like, that takes a team. And a lot of women are wanting somebody to do that, but they don't know where to find those things. I have my entire team in a suite, and you have access to them. You can have calls with them, see if they're the right fit for you, but you don't have to go search for it, and you don't have to keep doing this yourself. That is how you get ease. You want to grow your business to the next level? Just get the team to do it for you so you can do the parts that you love. Stop doing it all. That is what I want to say. And then the last part, before we even start, I'm going to take you through a powerful release activity and this thing that I call cleaning up your money cycle. If you have built your whatever financial status you're at right now, if you've built it on the back of hard work and then you want to call in wealth with ease, the two, it's like oil and water. We got to clean up your money cycles. We got to clean it all up so we have a blank slate going into this. Can you see how much I'm putting in at the front end before the program even starts? Can you see how you're already a success and we haven't even started just by those things? And then once the program starts, the thing that I'm really passionate about is, like I said, I'm doing it with you. So this is me. You're going to get 10 live, not recorded, 10 live calls with me and the mentors where I'm doing mentorship and activation. 10 live calls over 120 days. This is where the power really happens. And we also have business strategy stuff in the program. There's how to set up your profit account, how to create a profitable business, profitable life. All of that stuff's in there, but it's from the energy of ease and flow. And then our secret sauce is this. Let me slow down so you can hear. Why do you not succeed in other programs? Because let's just face it, you can find the best mentor, you can find the best program. But if you're not implementing, if you're not embodying, then the results will not show. And the reason why we have a 98% success rate in our programs, $55 million manifested, is because we have implementation mentors. Those of you that have been in our programs and seen the level of support that our mentors give, it's unheard of. This is what I would want. I literally would want to know that there's somebody just watching out to see how I'm doing, how I'm progressing. Am I implementing? Am I feeling supported? Am I doing the things that I need to do? Am I stuck somewhere? So we have that in this program. I believe that you will be successful and get the results. I can pretty much, you're like, is there a guarantee? Yes. If you do what we say, and if you are receiving the support that we offer, you're guaranteed to succeed. Guaranteed. And that's our little secret weapon. Now, there's so many of you that are watching that have been with us for a while, and you're like, Tasha, it's been some time since I did this. I would love to do it again. You're talking about vision alignment method. You're talking about money traumas, and there's so much more that has changed. Tasha, you have changed. You're at another level. I want in on that. We do have an opportunity for a high level VIP. Everything I've told you about so far is our 120-day program, and it is incredible. You get me, you get the mentors, you get all the things that I mentioned. And I do know that there's some women here who've either done this before, or you're just like, I need speed. I need more intimate. I need more high level. That's available too. When you book a call, one of the options is VIP high level mastermind. I don't want to talk too much about what's included because it's on that page when you go book a call, right? So last thing I want to say is I want to reward people who take fast action. If you know this is it, this is what I've been praying for, I need this level of support, go ahead and book a call. If you're on Instagram, you want to type the word ready. If you're on Instagram, type ready. It will help you book a call, or you can go to moneyandprofitmastery.com. Those of you that are here on Facebook, type the word deserve in the comments and we will send you through Facebook Messenger. We will send you everything that you need to book a call. Or you can go to the webpage. You've been wondering all week, what's included? What's included? What is this program about? All your questions are answered, moneyandprofitmastery.com, or just type the word deserve. Type the word deserve to make it easy. We'll send you everything that you need, right? But those of you that take fast action and you book your call and you say yes by Monday, these are the two things that's available for you. Fast action bonus is this. Number one, you book your call, you get on the call, you say yes, you enroll, whether you pay in full or pay the deposit, you are going to be invited to a unique VIP session with me. Number two, if you pay in full, you get $1,000 off. If you sign up, book your call, and pay in full by Monday, you get $1,000 off of the program. That's it. That's my gift, fast action bonus. Get in there by Monday, book your call, make sure your call is booked as quickly as you possibly can so that you can get that, because when I tell you I give you the goods, in the course of 120 days, your life is going to change forever. Wealth with ease. It's no longer going to be this thing that you desire, you wish for. It's going to be an actuality. What I am committed to doing is showing you how to do this faster than you've ever thought possible for yourself, right? So those are the rewards. And I do want to say this in complete transparency. These calls are for people who are ready to enroll. It's not a coaching call. I am here to serve you for an hour every day, right? I've been here an hour every day for free. This is the coaching, all the coaching you could ever possibly want. I'm giving it to you for free. This is very high level work. I know there are other challenges out there that are fluff. I've gone really deep and really wide, and I've literally given you everything. So these calls are not for coaching. These are for the women who are ready to do this work, change your life, and be on here the next time as the next testimonial. That woman, you know who you are. That's what this call is for. It's to enroll you. And why do we not just give you a link and say, here's a price and sign up? Well, I strongly believe that when you make the commitment and you invest in yourself, that moment right there where you say yes and you commit to the payment, it's sacred. That is the moment where the transformation is activated. And I know that me and the members of our team, we want to be with you at that moment. We want to celebrate with you. We want to honor that leap of courage. And yeah, I can give you a link, and yeah, you can put in your credit card and you can be at home by yourself. But heck, you're about to change your life. I kind of want in on it. We want in on it with you. We want to be there with you when you do that. That's why we do it. And then lastly, I just want to say, this is an investment. It is an investment. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So it is for the woman who knows I either have the funds to invest or I can access it, right? I proudly say my very first investment ever in myself, I had to go ask my mom for a loan. But you know what? I was so committed to getting the support that I had no shame about it. I humbly went and asked her, and she gladly said yes. Now, I was not going to sign up for that course and say yes if I wasn't able to pay my rent that month. Like, it's just not, that's just not good integrity and not good energy. So if you know that you have the funds to invest right now, that you have access to the funds, you want that $1,000 off by Monday, then this is the program for you. This is the way to start. Click book a call, type the word deserve, and let's talk. And the last thing I'll say, yesterday when we finished the call, Denise and Marcella and I, like, we were done with the live and we were just on StreamYard laughing at like all the amazing things. But one of the things both women said was they remembered when Day did this live and they watched other women come on to share their testimonial. They remembered how they sat in awe listening. In fact, Marcella said, Denise, I remember watching you, right? And both of them could remember watching other people be in testimonials and thinking, I'm going to be on there with Tasha one day. I want to be that woman. And as you make this decision, that is what I want you to decide right now. What is the testimonial you're going to be on here with me sharing to inspire other women about what it looks like to say yes to your desire, to step up to getting supported, and to having the courage to dream so freaking big that you blow your own mind when you manifest it? That's what I want you to be thinking about as you book this call. With that, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. I am so passionate about this work. I woke up this morning, my voice kind of sounds like this because I was in tears. The first message I got this morning, and I'm going to just say her name, Jennifer. I recorded a message where I was in such tears because she literally said, Tasha, I've done this work. I've followed you. I've done everything that you have said. And you showed me how to manifest so many things, including my dream house. But this time you saved my life. And it really literally was saving her life. But you know what? Maybe it doesn't feel like physical life or death to you right now, but when Tonya said today, if you are not turning up your desire, if you're not standing for what you deserve, right? You're dying a slow death. And to me, if this conversation has ignited the fact that you do have desires, that you do need to be supported in staying aligned to those desires and seeing them true, like you owe it to yourself to give yourself the best life that you can have, this one life, to give yourself the best of it, then I am honored and humbled that I get these messages every single day of my life. And that those of you that you are now a yes, I'm going to be the one to guide you there. I'm already thankful. I'm already full of gratitude. And I cannot wait to see what happens in your life. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I finished a little bit earlier today. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. You deserve the best. Just remember that you deserve the best, but you kind of have to give it to yourself. I love you. Bye bye.